Hi guys, welcome back to Christian Casts, where I go fishing so you don't have to. Today I am actually planning on going a little bit upstream and looking at some small water pockets in my fishing region, and I'm taking the fly rod with, and I've got the other rod as well with, that in case we don't catch anything up here, we'll go down to our honeypot and we'll actually give it some casts there and see if we actually get something, because funny fluff, we have to just get something if we're out, and it's a beautiful day. We actually had a bit of rain, so I was worried about water levels, but it seems quite good. So we'll head on down, I'll pop you on my chest and we'll see what we get for our first cast. So we are actually heading down here because there's lots of flies, if you see there, and I think that we might get lucky. I have got a beautiful mayfly on my rod. I'll put the tripod down here and we'll just start with to let it go down a little bit. The wind is quite strong today. Actually, I was quite sure that they would be. Ooh! And first time caught a tree. Well, I'll have to go and see if I can actually retrieve that. I would have thought I would have caught one earlier already. So, oops! Whoopsie! Dropped you guys. So we've got the fly back. We're gonna head upstream a bit because it doesn't seem like there's too much action right here. So we'll just slowly walk up the river and see that we don't slip, because the stones are very slippery, and then we'll give it another try. So I'll pop you on my chest and we'll see where and what we get. So we are going to slowly head up into a other part of this river. One always has to be careful because these stones are full of algae and they are very slippery. So they really are. Woo! I have to concentrate a bit. There we go. Not the elegantest way to walk up, but we're up. So we are actually looking if we see any activity right here. Doesn't seem like it. I'll maybe get you guys back once we reach a spot we'll actually be fishing, and I'll see you guys there. So this looks like a promising part. I just don't know how I'm going to do the casting, because there is a lot of, and we're stuck. Come on, come on, come on, don't break on me. So we've got our line back and our fly is also safe. So I saw a fish surfacing. Fish on. First fish of the day, guys. And we got him. The fly is out already. I'll show you guys. Look at this little Rudy. Isn't he cute? Let's get him out. Off he is. I haven't found the perfect solution for my holding my line while I actually have got a fish. I think there must be another one. There you go. I actually see a fish right there. We might actually move a little bit, and nope, nothing there. So we'll move up a little bit and see if we get lucky in the next spot and give our fly a little bit of time to dry. And I just have to see that I am able to get up here without falling in. I just saw a lot of fish. Well, they weren't too interested in my fly or my fly casting, so I actually might try and go over through here. Ah, I see fish. Ooh. We caught some leaves. Let's get them off. There we go. They are very, very shy. Oops! That is a bit dangerous for my capability of casting, I would say. But we'll move up a bit because there's a little bit of a free pocket that I can actually fish in here. Look, there's another Peter plastic. We'll have to grab him. I love how quiet it gets as soon as you're further up. Oops, that was a terrible cast. Ooh, and we caught a tree, but we got it free. And so the plan is we're going to still go up a little bit, and on our way down to our honeypot we will actually grab that styrofoam block and then bring it to the dump again and I'll get you guys back because I'm gonna go around the bushes here and go down in, and hopefully we actually catch something. So I'll get you guys back as soon as I'm there. As you guys can see, through all the vegetation, everything is becoming very thick. This is going to be interesting, guiding my rod through and myself, but I see the water already. So I found a river entrance, and we'll actually see. We first head down a bit. I see a lot of small fish, not as many big ones as I was hoping. I made a really cool adventure going up here already once. If you guys want to see it, I'll drop it up here or there. And now I'll just see if we can get somebody interested. Nah, that was nothing. And we caught a tree. There's gonna be a lot of catching trees in this video, I feel it already. That's just gonna be the norm. Whew. Now we're gonna try here. This looks like a promising. And oh no. All safe. Whew. Well, as you guys know, even if we don't catch that much, I'm out here to practice because practice makes perfect. And my fly fishing really has to improve still quite a bit. So that's what I'm actually doing. And I'm just taking you guys with on that experience and journey. If there's any fly fishers in the comments or anybody watching who's fly fishing for a while, tell me your experience. How did you get into it? Did you just start, or did you have a course, or did you have somebody to guide you along the way? Because I'm always interested how you guys learned it, how you guys got into the hobby. And isn't this beautiful? Everything's so green. This tree is actually, although it fell over, it is still getting fresh leaves and blooming. And now we are again in a spot. Now I'm just going to take a moment and see if I actually see any surfacing. I see a lot of flies right over there, which could be a good sign for me. Oh no. Please, 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 please. Shit. Oh well, I'll put on another fly and I'll get you guys back. So guys, after losing my fly, I have decided to go back to the honeypot of ours, and I already see fish surfacing, and there's not as much overgrowth that I can get hooked up in, so it's a good place for practicing, and we'll get fishing. So I'll point you towards the action. And well, woo! Fish on! I thought he's a lot bigger. That gave me a shock. That was a bit too much force for this little pretty sausage. Well, the hook is out. I'll show you guys what we got. We got this beautiful little brown trout, and I'll send him off and we'll try and get somebody a little bit more substantial than him, but that means fish activity is a lot better and easier for me to control my fly rod, so this should be a good place. I had somebody just over there. There's so many flies today that you really have to try and make them very interested in what you are serving, which isn't my specialty yet, but we'll get there. Ooh, we had a bite. Another one. Fish on. It's another smallie. Woo-hoo-hoo. Calm down, little one. And hook is out. I'll show you guys what we got. And ooh, the water is so deep. Wait a moment. There you go. Look at this little one. Isn't he beautiful? So we're actually going to get an underwater release on this little one. So we've got him in our net, and off he goes. And off he is. So we'll try and get another one. Maybe a little bit bigger this time would be cool. I'm gonna just let my net float behind me in hope that we catch something. There's really a lot of fish surfacing today, and we got another fish, and it's a little bit bigger than the other ones. Ooh-hoo-hoo-hoo. Come on. Ah. And we got him. So let me show you guys what we got. We caught another beautiful little brown trout, and we're gonna get him underwater, how he swims out. So we've got him here. Don't know if you guys can see him well. There we go. And off he is. So that went well. So maybe they get bigger now with each one I catch. That would be cool. I would anyway be interested how many people who watch my videos actually are fly fisher, and how many do saltwater fishing, how many do bass fishing. That's quite in at the moment, I would say. I actually have never been bass fishing, sadly, but maybe I'll get to it one day. I think it's one of the most popular sweetwater fish to catch, apart from trout, of course, for me. But I would anyway be really interested how they fight, and if anybody can describe it, maybe drop it in the comments. Fish on. Oh, it's a little feisty one. There we go. And we got him. Look at the colors on this little one. Really beautiful. And we'll get him out. Where is he? Popped him in my net. There you go, little one. Woo! He was in a rush. He was really in a rush. But I would be as well if I would be in his place. Let's get another one. And then we might actually swap up rods, because I've got the other rod with as well, and I would like to see if we catch a bigger rainbow, because in the way the power plant is, the water's a bit deeper and the fish are a lot bigger, and they tend to have a really nice rainbow trout. There, I might just get one more fish on the fly rod, and let's see if I actually get over there. Oh, that was a okay cast. I actually see a fish right up there, which I'd love to get him. I'm going to try and get a bit nearer to that pocket. Right up there. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Ah, no. Now I'm gonna shupper them all away, because I was actually trying to cast exactly there where I got hooked now. Oh, there was a nice fish there. Ooh. Ah, knocked my knee. quite deep here, but yeah. Now, here there was a fish, and now there isn't anymore. Well done, Christian. We really got this quite well in, but it's amazing how many bugs there are. No wonder it's so hard to get somebody really interested in your own. And now we are going to, where am I now? Hooked somehow. Ooh. This is always a bit dicey. So I'm gonna put this in here. There you go. Now my hook is free as well. So I don't think we'll be having too much luck in that spot anymore. So I'm gonna move you guys down here. I'll maybe try to just get something right over there, and if we're able to, it's nice. Otherwise I'll get the other rod out and we'll see if we can get something a bit bigger. So the wind is against me here, which is not a nah, no chance. The wind is so strong. Now there's a little moment. Ooh, I see a quite big shadow. Of a fish, but he's standing quite low. So I think we're gonna wrap up the fly fishing, and I got my rod ready with a very cool and scrumptious bait for a little bit of bigger fish. So I'll hope we actually get there. So I'm just gonna pop my rod to the side and we'll see that we get still one or two fish. We'll see how the casting goes and everything on the other rod. So there we go. And I'm gonna put you guys right about here, or let's see how the light's better, that you guys can actually see what I'm doing. Is that better? Yeah, let's say that's better. I am fishing with a Illex swim bait, and I usually really got a lot of luck with this one. We had a nibble. Oh, it was dirt. It was dirt. Fish on. And it's bigger. Whew. Oh, we lost it. Oh no! and it really tangled up our... That was a nice fish. I think I'm gonna pop you guys on my chest, because then you actually see what I am dealing with, and then we'll see that we get some cool shots. So there we go. Got you guys on. Let's see that we get some big trout. I had a nibble. Water movement here is quite quick. Oh, we had a nibble. I can't imagine that we can't get anything out here. Ooh, we had somebody try and take it. We're actually going to still try if there are bigger fish up here maybe today, because it can't be that there's so little action. Not a lot going on today. But I must have also spooked them when I went through earlier. I had already some luck once when I was fishing down there. Not today. Just got some weeds. That's the nice thing of fishing. You actually never know how good an adventure will go, or if it's just going to be a day out in nature, or if you'll actually be able to land a new personal best, or yeah. Fish on. Ooh. And he's a grumpy one. But we'll try and get him over this side a little bit. Where is he? Got him. Whew. And the hook went out. The hook just went out. I'll show you guys what we got in a moment. I can't believe it. So I wanted to show you guys what we were able to land. Look at this beautiful brown trout. We'll get him off into the water in a sec. So, our little friend right here. Ooh. That was a fail. But we'll see if we get another one, and then we'll get a underwater release. I somehow messed that up. I was concentrating on... I actually held the camera in the other hand. I normally don't do that. So we'll just try and get another one. Yep. Ooh, we had a bite. We actually had a bite. And we had another little interested one. One last fish for today's adventure would be cool still. One last fish. We had a interest. Fish on. Oh, we lost it. Oh no! That would have been our last one. Seems like the fly rod works better today. Had more fish. Ooh, we got a fish on. And it's a beautiful brown trout. I'll show you guys what we got in a moment, and then I'll meet you guys for a outro. While I was dehooking him, he just got out. So we're gonna try and get one more and hope that we are able to keep him for a underwater release. And if not, we'll just call it a day and see if we're actually able to. So, and now we're gonna do some speed fishing because I already see my battery is getting low. So I have to try and get one as quick as possible. But speed fishing is never good because you mostly don't catch anything. I find as soon as you try and force it, it doesn't want to work anymore. We had a bite. Ooh, we had another bite. I don't know what we hooked there, but I thought it was a gigantic fish. Fish on. Ooh. And it's another beautiful brown trout. Now I'm happy to say we can end this fishing adventure with this beauty. I'll show you guys a beautiful underwater release in a moment. So guys, let me show you our last fish of the day. He's quite a feisty one, but he's really beautiful and the colors are just amazing, and we'll get a underwater release on him and see how that goes. Look at that beauty. And off he goes. So that was a cool and nice underwater release. I'll quickly wipe off. There we go. So that was the last fish of today's adventure. As you might have heard in the last video of mine where I was talking about my cap, I am planning to do a survival card challenge because I ordered survival cards once. I don't know if I actually made a video to it. If I did, I'll pop it up here or there and you guys can check that out. And if you want to see the video about the cap, I'll also pop it here or there and you can go over there and see what that is. I didn't do that challenge today because of the rain the last days, and I was actually worried that the water is not going to be clear and that I need pristine conditions to actually test that, because I don't really think they're going to be as successful as normal lures, and that's why we are going to try and use a very pleasant and good setting for that video, and that's why I didn't do it today. but I'm gonna do it in the next following days, hopefully. And I hope that the rain calms down a bit so the water levels also drop. It would really be a bit easier with walking around, because when I'm wading it's quite deep already. And thanks for tuning in today and going for a fishing adventure with me. It was a little bit of a long one, and there's going to be a lot of speeded up parts of the video because I don't want to bore you guys to death. So thanks again. If you're not subscribed yet, leave me a subscribe, maybe like the video if you like it. Tell me what you want to see next, and we'll see each other for upcoming adventures. Cheers. Hi guys, just a short little extra video for you guys because I just wanted to show you I didn't forget Peter Plastic's brother. I got him out of the block he was in, and I'm gonna take him with and drop him off at home. So see you guys as soon as we drop him off. So guys, we are back and we're gonna quickly set off our friend Peter Plastic's big brother off at home. And now the proper end of the video is maybe just a little thought for you guys. Always try to keep your surroundings clean, even if it's not your rubbish. Just grab it, take it with on the way home, throw it out. And if everybody does a little bit, it would be a lot better than doing nothing. So cheers.